Hi Vlog fam, it's Sharon Marie from Journey to Health and Wellbeing. How are you all? On this snowy day, we have snow and it is a blizzard here. It has been raining, sleeting all night long. And into tomorrow, Monday, we are expected to still get snow, so it will be a no school day, a snow day. Here at my house, it is like a winter wonderland. I'll take you down my driveway. This driveway is a great driveway for sledding. So I'm going to go for a little walk down the driveway and just see all its beauty. It always covers the brush. And most of the trees, oh my gosh, most of the trees are not covered as yet, and the snow is really hard to walk in. I'm wearing my knee-high boots. I'm actually so glad I didn't get rid of this jacket, but it is big. It's a 3X and it is big. So I'm glad that I didn't donate it, because I was thinking of donating it to Burlington Coat Factory for people who are needy or can't afford a new coat. They give you 10% off your winter coat, and this year a lot of people in need and a lot of people who are homeless or just come from shelters, women's shelters, children's shelters, they need coats. So if you have a spare coat that you want to donate, do it now, because people really need it in this weather. Now, I didn't think that it was going to be this bad. They're saying, obviously, stay off the roads. Our roads are salted, so our actual road where we live, they salted it. Usually they just salt the main roads, but they salted ours. My husband kind of does want to go out in our truck because we got new tyres a couple of months ago. So he's pretty good at driving in these kind of conditions as well. So as you can see, no one is on the roads, but someone has obviously been on their roads. That's the house across the field, across the road. My mailbox, my neighbour's mailbox. I have some mail, but I'll collect it in a little bit. Oops. Oh, and I don't have any gloves on either. I need to get gloves. So my fingers are really cold. But the trees aren't really covered yet, which is strange, because usually the snow will stick to the trees. And it's been a few years since we've actually had snow. We didn't get any last year, but I wasn't here this time last year. I was in Australia this time last year, and Randy and Charlie were here at the house, but it didn't snow, and they actually lost, didn't have water for over 2 weeks. The pipes had frozen, but it wasn't due to snow or anything. So we have heaps of water and lots of food and stuff. We have camping stoves if the power does go out, and I don't know what we'll do with all our food, but we have a generator. If we had to go out, we would go out and do it. We would go out and hook the generator up. So I'm standing now in the middle of the road. We have a field across the road. They have cows across there. So yeah, okay, so I'm standing on the road and there's no traffic coming. So I thought I would just, hey, go for a walk. These are my boots that I'm telling you I've got on, so I've got good footwear on. And we do have a BP, well, it's way up the road to get any bread or milk, but I don't have bread or milk on the ketogenic way of eating, and I'm keeping it keto this winter, keeping it keto during this snowstorm. I got some Think Thin protein bars, which are really nice. I enjoy the brownie. There's a peanut butter one, and I got some P3 nuts and jerky and sunflower seeds that I've been having high in protein. And the scale has actually been going down for me, so that's really good. It must mean that my cortisol levels have just dropped, because I have just been under such a lot of stress and ordeal. It's been really overwhelming. And this is my neighbour's house. They have a really nice house. They have a pool, but they never use it. There is a car coming, so I am, well, it's a fair way off, but I better get out of the way. I don't want them to like sleep. But yeah, like I was saying in another vlog, a few years back when we did have the snow, someone was out on the roads with their baby, and they had got in a ditch, and they had we always wave at our neighbour, and I helped them out. I was pushing their car. They were in a 2-wheel drive, and they got caught, so I was helping them push the car, but then I fell on my butt on the ice. You know, I'm all for helping people out, but these people didn't have the common decency to even thank me for my help. I actually called a friend out. He had a Jeep. It was my friend's husband. Now I'm going to go back on the road because then I kind of won't slip. It was one of my friend's husbands at the time, and I called her, and he came out with the chains and got them out. But I mean, they probably would have got caught somewhere else. So yeah, some people just think that they can go out and they don't think about the consequences of being out in this weather. Now, it's okay for me to be walking. I am getting really cold now, but I've got lots of layers of clothing on, and I usually don't go too far, but I just wanted to show you. This is the next street down for us. They've got like, someone's got a really nice like Christmassy tree down their yard, but I think I'm going to head back home now, because I don't really like to go too far from the house when it's like this and it is getting cold. I'm not even sure what the temperature is, but wow, it's really coming down. So yeah, this is probably as much snow as we're going to get. It's really windy too. Well, I'm in a blizzard. So yeah, it's a snow day, and it's really fun for the kids to get out on the snow sled. Okay, someone is coming on the road, so I better head on over here. But yeah, it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Go, car. Everyone gets out on their 4-wheelers and their dirt bikes or whatever bikes. I'm sure my husband will get out in it too. Now, I mean, he doesn't get out when it's normal weather, but he somehow finds the energy to get out in this, because he has, yeah, like I said, he has a 4-wheeler, and now he has this dirt bike as well. He hasn't taken that out. That's been sitting in our den for ages. But yeah, he's just like a little kid. We are all like a little kid when it snows. In Melbourne, Australia, we have snow, but it's in the mountain areas and we have to go pay to see the snow. So it's nice that this actually is free. And so the first snow that I've seen in my life was here. I haven't been anywhere else in the United States to see what the snow's like there, like Massachusetts. Randy had family that lived in Massachusetts, and he was telling me how bad it gets up to there, like up to 6 foot of snow. So yeah, I don't like the black ice, of course, but I do love the snow. And I hear Americans say, oh, I hate the snow, I hate the snow. I'm like, how can you hate the snow? This is God's creation, and God puts so much love and into everything, every little snowflake. He puts beauty into it all. And think, if he puts beauty into one snowflake, what does he put into all his people that he created? It's definitely beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Now, Charlie, my Havanese, he used to not like coming out in the snow, so I'd put his like little snow jacket on and I'd carry him out, and then he'd bunny hop all the way through the snow. It really doesn't feel the same this December without him. I really, really miss him. It's just really, really hard. It's just a hard December. And actually, these last few days I've been doing really well. I've cried a little bit, but not overwhelmingly crying. I think that I'm now coming to terms with it. I think I've just been in shock. And you know, I have gone over, what if we had done this, or what if we had said to the vet to do that? But we can't. I mean, it's in the past now, so Charlie's not coming back. If there was anything in the world that I could wish for, it would be to have him back. But that's not going to happen. Someone is coming our way, but they're way, way, way behind me. I might kind of scoot to the other side. When you kind of are out in the snow for a while, you kind of warm up a little bit. And I've sort of got my sleeves like this, so my hands don't get so cold. Is it snowing where you live? Let me know where you live and how many inches of snow you have gotten. They're saying, oh gosh, I don't know, they did say 12 inches of snow, which is actually the most that we've ever had. We've only really had about 6 to 8 inches of snow here. This is my neighbour's house. Well, my neighbour across the street. And I don't know, it's just really fun. There's the car going down the road, see? And everyone's nice. It's a small little community here. We all wave to one another. My friend in the next street, she asked me if I was ready for the snow, and she was excited for the snow. It's nice to see people excited for the snow. So yeah, do you guys go out sledding, or do you make snowman, snow angels? I used to get down and do snow angels, and one year I made quite a big snowman. And I also went sledding one year with a friend, and that was fun. That was really a lot of fun. So I'd never been sledding before. I know people go skiing in it. I don't know if I'd ever be able to go skiing, but in Melbourne, Australia, we have ski lodges, and they cost quite a lot of money to stay at. So this is a nice house. I just love this house. It just reminds me so old-fashioned. I just love this house. So yeah, and you could really hear the snow belting down on the windows last night, the sleet. I think I slept okay, but I don't know, I kind of like was feeling tired. And yesterday I actually stayed in bed till 2 p.m. the afternoon, because when I go out and do things, like when I'm going out running about 4 or 5 or 6 different places, I'm just like, gotta look for cars. I just get really tired with my autoimmune disease and my arthritis, and I haven't been sleeping great ever since we lost Charlie, so I think my body's just been catching up. And it's good to see all that water weight that I was holding onto with the cortisol dumps drop on the scale, so that was nice. You know, I know eventually it's going to come off, and I'm really close to my goal. I'm about my goal weight. I'm probably about 30 more pounds I have to lose. So I'm actually, it seems like my body seems to be happy the way it is right now. So I'm really just working on just healing my body now. Healing my body, toning up, that kind of thing. And I'm excited that my mum's coming over next year. I've been collecting little gifts for her, and it's really hard being away from my mum. It's hard when you've got family in 2 different countries. It really is, but she's been saying it's so hot over there and she can't get to sleep. She's had to have her air conditioner running overnight and sleeping underneath the air conditioner. So it's funny, whenever we talk to one another, I say keep cool and she's like keep warm, and she's actually never seen snow, so I really would have loved for her to have seen this year. I would have loved for her to have been here this year, because it's such a hard Christmas, but she just didn't have the money. She's had to save, scrape and save, and airfares go up and they go down. It's about as expensive as $1,700 for a round trip, so that is pretty pricey. At the moment the tickets are about $1,300, so, but you know, she'll spend probably one Christmas at least, or 1 or 2 Christmases at least maybe with us. I'd like for her to stay a lot longer than she can, but with bills she has to pay and no one to really watch over her house, she can only really stay for like 5 weeks at a time. I'd love for her to stay, say, like 3 months at a time, because she could really help me with like a spare bedroom and junk, and we're actually looking into getting a building for all that. We have to have it insulated, of course, so that'll be our next big project, and it'll be ours, so if we do move we can probably take it down with us, or get a building. Something's got to change in that spare bedroom. It's crazy. So I'm going to head on back now, and I hope that you all are keeping warm. Please keep warm, and leave me a comment or a message where you're from, if you've got snow, and if you've been out in the snow, how do people react in the snow where you are. Okay guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye for now.